Hey folks, it's another day, another unboxing, and guess what? I've got here a flip phone. Yeah, you're gonna go like, have you lost your mind, Miriam? Why are you reviewing a flip phone? Haha! Well, you should know that the big deal is that at IFA, Nokia announced a new flip phone called the Nokia 2720, right? And the 2720 unfortunately does not work in the US, so I would have loved to ask Nokia for a review on it, but they don't have one. What's cool about the Nokia 2720 is that it's kind of a reinvention of the Nokia 2720 from 10 years ago, but with 4G for modern networks. And more importantly, it runs an OS called KaiOS. And KaiOS is this interesting kind of pseudo smartphone OS. It has an app store, it has some apps like WhatsApp and stuff. It doesn't really give you the full smartphone experience, but if you want a dumb phone basically that's not too dumb, KaiOS makes that possible. And I have a thing for flip phones. I don't know if you saw, but I'll put a link up here. I reviewed the Samsung Galaxy Folder, not Fold, but Folder, which is an Android-based flip phone a little while back. So yeah, turns out Alcatel and T-Mobile here in the US have this Alcatel Go Flip 3, which is very, very similar in terms of specs and features to that Nokia 2720. But unlike the Nokia 2720, it works in the US on 4G, on LTE, on T-Mobile. More importantly, you can buy it here, right? So that's the thing. So it runs KaiOS as well, and for $90, pretty much the same price as the Nokia 2720, you can get this phone instead of a smartphone. So what do you get for $90, and how is KaiOS? Well, I'm not going to be able to answer how is KaiOS because this is an unboxing. But if you stay tuned to the podcast, mobiletechpodcast.com, I will tell you about this phone on the show. So in the meantime, let's unbox this together. This is what it looks like closed. This is what it looks like open. And then, you know, you got like Alcatel logo and some other stuff. Back here it tells you some features, too small for me to read. But I'll go through it all with you. I got it written down. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing in here. Here's the phone. Here is something tells you how to put the battery in, I guess. And then we've got a little divider. Nothing in here. And here we've got a T-Mobile SIM. You've got some documentation, and you've got some accessories which are really wedded in here. It looks like a charger and a battery, because it says a removable battery. Does this feel like we're 10 years ago again? It does, doesn't it? There's nothing else in this box. Let's have a look at our loot here. All right, so SIM card, we don't really care about that. Manual, I mean, do we care about that? No, I'm not going to open it. The phone is what I want to get to, so here's the phone. And then we've got a, what looks like USB micro. Yeah, that's a micro USB. You can see it right there. Micro USB charger. And then we've got a battery, and that's something we're going to need to open because I want to stick it in there and fire it up. Breaking the seal for the battery. Here we go. Battery. And then the phone itself. So let's walk through it real quickly. You got a headphone jack. That's cool. You've got a micro USB charging port. Nothing on the bottom. On the right side, you got a volume rocker here. And on the top, you have the hinge. And you got some sort of camera here. Display. That's what the phone looks like. Here's the other display. I'm going to take that off. Are you ready? Yeah. And got a nice large button T9 keypad, D-pad. Remember, this does not have a touchscreen, unlike the Samsung Galaxy Folder, which is the folding Android phone I used. But this is $90. So let's remove this real quick as well, because we don't want to take photos through a little cover. Here's the front display plastic adhesive. So that's it. So let's see if I can open this up really quickly and easily. I'm looking for the little indent. I think right here. Yeah. So you can open it. There we go. So stick the battery in here. I'm not going to put a SIM card in it. It might complain, but I don't have one right now. So this, let's see, micro SD goes in here. SIM card goes in there. You can see the speaker back here, and there's a battery. Small battery. I'm not sure how many milliamp hour, 1350 I think. I can't really read it. So let's find out what happens when we put this in here, put the cover back on, and hit the power button, which I presume is going to be this. Yep, there we go. See, KaiOS, Alcatel. It's probably going to want a SIM card, but we'll see. T-Mobile. And let's see if in the display in the back, it doesn't say anything yet. So, yeah. 90 buckaroos. I hope I don't have to go fetch a SIM card. I kind of want to see what the camera's like. But let's find out. That takes a while to start up. Crazy. So let's go through specs while we're waiting, okay? Because, I mean, that's what we want to do. Oh, there you go. You can set up the language. So let's go English. English US. Next. No SIM, no SD card. Oh, but I can connect to Wi-Fi. Skip. Interesting. Skip. And okay. And settings. Let's see. Can we go back to the home screen from here? Accept. Accept. I don't know. Next. There we go. We're in the home screen right now. Looks like. No, this is a tutorial. So next. 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 Okay. And now you go. This is the home screen. And so everything is through navigation. So there's like an app thing here. Let's see. Let's go to the camera. All right. And let's put something in front of the camera, like this crazy thing. Camera would like to use your location. See, this is pretty advanced for a dumb phone, right? So allow. Okay. So there's your camera. All right. Oof, that looks rough. Not so good. Let's take a take a photo. All right, let's have a look at that photo. Preview. Oof. Yeah, the contrast situation is a lot of control. Oh, look, and this is what the front display looks like. Is there dirt on the camera? No, there isn't. It's just a crappy camera. All right, so specs. Let's talk about specs real quickly, because this is kind of interesting, right? What does this phone bring to the table, right? So let's have a look. The time is wrong, by the way, obviously, because I didn't put a SIM in there. So there is two displays, right? The main display is 2.8 inch across. It is a 320 by 240 display, so quarter VGA, I guess. And then we've got a 2 megapixel rear camera. 2 megapixel fixed focused, does 720p video though. And then it doesn't tell me anything about the front display. The battery is 1350 milliamp hour. It's running a Qualcomm Snapdragon 210. So it's actually a Snapdragon processor, 210. Not bad. It does 512 megs of RAM and 4 gigs of built-in storage, and micro SDs up to 32 gigs. So you can't put much more than 32 gigs of storage in here. Yeah, it's definitely a much low-end experience, right? But hey, look, this is interesting because it does have Wi-Fi. It does have a hotspot. Of course, with the small battery, it won't last too long. But you know, it'll be interesting to see, can you live with this phone instead of a smartphone if you want just the bare essentials? Is it better than just the stupid, terrible folding phones? Alternatives are available that don't run KaiOS. That really is the question. So stay tuned for me to answer these questions. I'm going to have to play with it, tell you on the podcast, mobiletechpodcast.com. Please subscribe to the show. It is on Google Podcasts, Apple, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Overcast, pretty much everywhere, mobiletechpodcast.com. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment in the comments below, talk to me, ask me the questions you want to ask me, and we'll go from there, right? We'll figure it out. Also, click that little bell for notifications so you know when I upload a new video, all right? Stay tuned for more videos and unboxings soon. Cheers, everybody.